A quick look at my sealed deck from Eldritch Moon last night at the pre-release. This won me 4 rounds out of 4, so I'm pretty happy with it. Nice 1-drop, good in the late game to create little blockers. Sigardian Priest was an MVP. I can't overstate that enough. 2 mana, pay 1, and basically tap any of the big threats, any of the big angels. This thing took care of the Mirrorwing Dragon. Is that what it's called? Um, can't overstate that enough. Selfless Spirit, awesome. Never sacrificed it though. Fox has a good 2-drop. The Ranged Whelp is an excellent 2-drop. The Menace is just super helpful. I put in the Thermo Alchemist because I had a lot of instants and sorceries. But mostly I just enjoyed tapping him every turn for a damage. I like the Desperate Sentry for its stickiness. When it dies, you get another 3/2 token. Hellpack Wolf is great at its cost for the stats you're getting. The Blood Mad Vampire actually won me a game, especially with the Odric Lunarch Marshal. And I think what I had was the Menace creature out and the Blood Mad and the Odric. So they couldn't block the Blood Mad because of the Menace was getting transferred to everyone. Anyway, Fiendbinder is, I think, the MVP in this deck because, again, it's just free tapping. Every single time you attack with this thing, you tap a creature. So you can just basically nullify all their big threats, at least when you're attacking. Stensia Innkeeper I was nervous about, but I think it actually worked out great. I know that at least once I tapped the one, they had one color out. Well, okay, I should say they had 2 colors out, but only one of the colors. Maybe like a mountain, I don't remember. So one mountain, you tap that mountain, it doesn't untap, and they couldn't cast something their next turn. Voldaren Duelist also won me a game, mostly because of Odric and, let's see, Selfless Spirit. So everybody got flying, and I got this guy out, and so he was haste with flying, and it just beat him down. Faithbearer Paladin I liked because it had the lifelink to help synergize with Odric, but lifelink is also just good. Vildenpack Outcast, I did get this to transform once or twice, just once I think, but then I did use this pump ability several times. This Bedlam Reveler made me nervous, but it is 6 and 2 red, so it just seems like ridiculous for a 3/4. But let me tell you how this won me the game twice. Not only can you reduce the cost for each instant or sorcery, and we'll look at those in a minute, so you can get this out cheaper, but every time I got it out, I played a land, then I played this, and my hand was empty. And this says when he comes in the battlefield, you discard your hand and draw 3 cards. So basically, I'm getting out a 3/4 with prowess and drawing 3 cards. That's just, it was completely ridiculous how good it was for me, and then I was able to close out games that way. Because usually at that late stage where everybody's top decking anyway. So having 3 cards helped a ton. My 3 Galvanic Bombardments were essential to clearing out early threats and getting some early damage in. I actually had a 4th that I didn't put in because I wanted the flexibility of Borrowed Hostility, which some might disagree with, but I did use the first strike a couple times to just surprise kill off one of theirs and keep mine out, and I did pump for 3 on an occasion just to get some extra damage in. It's kind of an aggro deck, but it works with mid-range. Collective Defiance and Collective Effort. Got both of these rares. Pretty excited about that. This Collective Defiance especially was useful. To get 4 damage to a creature for 3 is already fine, but then you pay 1 more and you're getting 3 damage into the opponent. That's just awesome. I loved it. Never even played Collective Effort, but it was in there in case I needed it. And then another, just, what am I trying to say? A shutdown card. Can't block, can't attack. Then later I could pay the extra cost, which I never did, to exile the creature. Anyway, I think this is my style of deck building. I wasn't trying to get like this huge synergy going where I'm like, okay, how many vampires do I have? How many wolves? You'll see I've got wolves, I've got vampires, I've got humans and spirits. and devils, and none of it mattered necessarily. What I wanted was a good plan. My plan was to try to curve out. Turn 1, 2, 3, and 4 were very important, and then just be able to tap down their stuff and keep getting in. It worked beautifully. I loved it. I hope that your pre-release events have gone well, those of you who went to them. And I'll be opening maybe some of my prize packs in the coming days on the show instead of Magic Origins. Alright, till next time. Bye-bye.